So the Matrix 4 trailer just dropped and a lot of people have some very strong opinions on it. The trailer and the movie in general is getting a lot of backlash. Let's check out why. So like I said, the trailer for Matrix 4 just dropped and a lot of people have some very, very strong opinions. A lot of people are really hating on this trailer. The trailer and the movie in general is getting a lot of backlash for multiple reasons, and honestly, I think they're kind of warranted. If you don't know, The Matrix is a very, very beloved franchise, especially by people who are a little bit older now, the people who are adults now and consuming a lot of content when it comes to movies, when it comes to TV. Most of those people grew up on the Matrix franchise, and a lot of them will say that the second and third movies are bad, but I kind of enjoy the second and third movies. I actually quite enjoy them a lot. And obviously the original one is kind of universally loved by everyone who has ever seen the original Matrix movie. I think it's a very good movie, but there's a lot of reasons to be concerned. There's a lot of reasons to not be angry quite yet, but there's a lot of reasons why we can be concerned about being angry from this film or about being angered from this film. The first reason is right here. From Bounding into Comics, Hugo Weaving will not reprise his role as Agent Smith, and we saw that in the trailer. He was nowhere to be found in the trailer, and in the trailer there's a lot of other original actors who we don't see in the film, when really I thought they would try to bring back everybody, at least try to the best of their ability to bring back everybody who they possibly could. This article says Hugo Weaving, who embodied the yin to Keanu Reeves' yang in the original Matrix trilogy by playing the film's antagonist Agent Smith, will not be returning to reprise his role. Now, I don't know if that's actually something to do with the narrative. I don't know if Agent Smith just couldn't possibly return because of what happened in the original Matrix trilogy. I don't know if that's a narrative reasoning or if it's simply because they couldn't get Hugo Weaving back to do this movie. I don't know, but it does kind of worry me that Hugo Weaving wouldn't come back, and also Lawrence Fishburne wasn't back as Morpheus. That is two very concerning things, because what if they didn't want to come back to the movie because they didn't like the way it was written? What if they didn't like the script? They saw the script and they were like, no, I'm going to pass on that movie. Because really, if they did offer them the job, like I said, it could totally be a narrative reasoning why they're not returning. Maybe they don't want the original Morpheus back. Maybe that's an actual decision for the narrative to make it better. But I don't know. What if? I don't know why they wouldn't bring them back, for one. If it's not a narrative reasoning, there's no other reason to not bring them back. What if they did see the script and they got offered the job to come back and they turned it down because it's not looking like a good movie? That is very worrying to me. Another reason why I'm very worried about this movie is if you look at the Wachowski twins. I don't know if I'm not going to call them sisters or brothers. Look up that situation if you don't know anything about it. But the Wachowski twins, their writing credits ever since The Matrix. Let's look at them. Let's take a look. Their third writing credit was The Matrix, and then they really did nothing other than the second and third Matrix movies. Even after that, I guess they did V for Vendetta, screenplay by. They did Speed Racer, and that's it. That's really all they did. They did Jupiter Ascending, and all the rest of them are Matrix shorts, Matrix video games, nothing outside of The Matrix. At least nothing that was actually successful. You know, even before and after The Matrix, just the sheer volume of what they have done since The Matrix is just not there. They just haven't done that much. And then if you look at what they did that's actually successful, it's actually a very, very small amount of things. Like I said, V for Vendetta and Speed Racer are kind of the only two that you can kind of argue that they were successful. Other than that, there's nothing here. So that's very, very worrying for multiple reasons. For one, because they just haven't done that much. For two, like I said, what they have done hasn't been that successful. And for three, there's probably a reasoning behind them not getting a lot of work in Hollywood. Usually, whenever someone or, two people do something as big as the Matrix trilogy, as the original Matrix trilogy, they would kind of be set for life. And now I don't know if they chose to not do all that stuff because maybe they are set for life money-wise because of the Matrix original trilogy, or maybe they're just not that good and Hollywood recognizes that they're not that good at writing, so they didn't want to hire them for anything else other than V for Vendetta and Speed Racer and some Matrix, shorts, Matrix video games and stuff like that. Either way, it's very concerning because you like to see people do stuff who not only have a good volume whenever it comes to their body of work, you want a lot of volume. You want a lot of projects in there as a writer, but also you want to see a lot of successful projects in there as a writer. They have neither. They don't have a good hit rate. They don't have a good success rate when it comes to the projects that they're doing. And they also don't have a large volume of projects that they've been doing, at least as a writer. And if you look at their producer and director credits, it's even less. So as writers, I should say, they're not doing well. They're not doing well in volume. They're not doing well in success. There's a lot of problems with this movie already. If you just simply look at the outside looking in, we don't know what the narrative of the movie is going to be, and the trailer didn't really give that much away either. Let's check out some of the reactions on social media that this movie has been getting, because I think that this is pretty interesting. Usually, when a trailer drops like this, it's kind of just universally loved because it's a Matrix movie. Everyone loves the Matrix and stuff like that. they don't really, like, it's kind of just NPCs. They see Matrix 4 and they're like, oh, that was so amazing. But actually, this movie and this trailer is getting quite a bit of backlash, and it's actually pretty surprising to me. So The Matrix 4 is about Neo running away from a bunch of theater kids. I mean, that's just kind of a joke, but I want to find some of the ones where people are complaining about Lawrence Fishburne not coming back, because that's a lot of them. Lawrence Fishburne attending the Matrix 4 premiere, like, yeah, the Matrix trailer has mad YouTube parody from like 10 years ago vibes. A lot of people are mad about this. Honestly, I really like Yahya Abdul-Mateen. I think he's a really good actor. I think he's going to be a huge star in the next few years, but he's not Lawrence Fishburne. You know, it's going to feel very strange. The Matrix 4 looks like every other movie we got now. It kind of does. There's something about this trailer, and you can let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. There's something about this trailer that just feels off. And I saw YetiCast tweet something about that. I saw a Common Idiot talk about that as well. There's just something that feels off about this trailer, and I can't put my finger on it, but it's just not, for one, it's not exciting me about the movie, and I don't understand why, but it's also just, it just feels off. It doesn't feel like a Matrix movie. You know, when they're in the Matrix, when they're outside of the Matrix, honestly, when they're out, when they show the scenes where they're, you know, breaking free of the Matrix, it does kind of feel like a Matrix movie a bit. But when they're inside of the Matrix, something feels extremely off, and maybe that's on purpose, but this just, like, visually, this doesn't look Matrix to me. I don't know what it is about it. I can't put my finger on it, but the aesthetic just doesn't seem like the old Matrix movie that I remember, or the old Matrix movies that I remember. My face when I saw the Matrix 4 trailer and it didn't have Lawrence Fishburne as Morpheus. Exactly, man. There's a lot of people that are very, very angry. And let me go see if I can find that tweet from YetiCast real quick. Here's a tweet from YetiCast, and he says, "Am I the only person not impressed by the Matrix Resurrection trailer? It feels like a fan-made trailer." That's a good description of it. There's something that feels off about this trailer, and saying that it feels like a fan-made trailer is kind of, it's not spot on, because I still can't put my finger on what feels off about it. Let me know in the comments once again if you know what I'm talking about, but it felt like a fan-made trailer where they repeat the scenes from the original with their friends. It kind of does. And I just say something felt really off about it to me. Like an error in the Matrix. LOL, couldn't help myself. Looks pretty bad to me, says a Common Idiot. A lot of people are not liking this trailer. You know, a lot of people are giving this trailer a lot of backlash. No, it was pretty, I say, because that was the only reaction I got from it. It did look pretty good, but like I said, it didn't look Matrix. It didn't look like the original Matrix trilogy. A lot of people are saying that it looks awful, Matrix cash grab. Obviously, they're making it for money, but hopefully they can make it good. But like I said, there's a lot of reasons to not think that this movie is going to be good. A couple of reasons just on the surface level is Hugo Weaving not returning, is Lawrence Fishburne not returning, and then, you know, people are aging. All these actors, all these actresses are aging, and outside of Neo, outside of Keanu Reeves, they haven't really had that much success with the writers, with the actors that are involved in it, other than the new guys coming in. You know, Yahya Abdul-Mateen is kind of killing it right now. He's really good. I think he's going to be one of the best actors in the next few years, like I said. Other than that, all the original actors from the Matrix trilogy, and I don't know if that's because they're kind of set for life with the money and they don't really want to work, or if they can't get work, but the writers cannot get work, or they haven't been working and the work that they have done hasn't been successful. The actors are kind of the same thing outside of Keanu Reeves. So there's a lot of things on the surface of this movie that are just not looking promising. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think that this movie is going to be good? I hope to God it's good, because The Matrix are some of my favorite movies of all time. So I really hope that we can get a fourth one that's at least, you know, 75% as good as the old one. That's all I ask for. I know it's not going to hit the same as the original trilogy, but I just hope that it's almost as good as the original trilogy. That's all I asked for. But let me know what you guys think in the comments about this movie. How do you feel about The Matrix 4? Do you think it's going to be a box office success? Do you think it's going to be a complete flop? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you did enjoy this video, though, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. If you want to follow me on Twitter, link to that will be in the description as well. Thank you for watching the video. Hope to see you in the next one.